After all the guides out there about physical activity, you might be even more confused and don't know where to start. This chapter is about bringing all of the physical activity forms and knowledge together and using it in real life. Obviously, we couldn't give you an exact program as we could when you were in personal training. Therefore, we can give you some core principles and guidelines that you can use to build yourself a strong workout program. So let's get to the meat of it. For the first thing, you should test yourself. You might think that you are totally unable to move your body at all or that you are actually in a good shape. Those assumptions are often wrong. The other reason to test yourself is so that you can monitor your progress. We have added some of the most basic and universal fitness tests to this program, but if you need a more thorough analysis, you should consult an expert. What about body composition measurements? Most commercial tests are very inaccurate and some even rigged to get people to sign up for tester services. You don't even need one because it might give you totally wrong ideas and goals. Taking weekly progress pictures and looking into the mirror plus self-monitoring physiological measurements, covered in later chapters, are all you actually need. If you do decide to go, use pod measuring or DEXA, only reliable tests. Secondly, what is your goal? If you have no other ambitions than to take it easy, and do only the minimum to enjoy life, then that is totally fine and you shouldn't worry about this chapter at all. On the other hand, if you are at the other end of this spectrum, and are willing to do practically anything to get your body and health into a top-notch condition, then you should make some kind of plan involving every category of physical activity. We continue with an assumption that you are one of these kinds of people. If you are like most people, then you are excited and want to get to the results as fast as humanly possible. Without wanting to hinder your motivation, it is strongly recommended that you take it one step at a time and give it time to work. Forcing fitness never ends well. Make a plan for 3 to 6 months at a time when you're starting out. Start with low-intensity aerobic training and bodyweight strength training. When intensity is low and you're just starting to build your core fitness level, then adding time is more important than adding intensity. For an example, start out with 20 minutes of walking every other day and one set of 3 core bodyweight exercises every other day. Instead of adding intensity to those, you should raise the minute and set numbers of both. For how long? For as long as you can easily exercise at a basic aerobic level, at least 30 minutes per day, or 3.5 hours per week, and do the full body workout with bodyweight exercises for 10 plus sets. This advancement takes time, a month for some, 4 to 6 months for others. Don't rush it too much at this stage. The pushing stages come later when your body and mind is ready. From here on you will be adding intensity, not duration or sets to your training because adding those can have negative setbacks and also just not help you much further. By this time you will know your body much better and will be able to plan ahead much smarter. So we won't go over this stage in this course. What we will go over though is recovery and overtraining. We'd rather you get to your goals a little slower than get injured and burn out. That's why the take it slow part is stressed often. Overtraining is a lousy condition to be in. It can cause many problems with your hormonal and nervous systems, with your cognitive functioning and mental equilibrium. We won't go much deeper into that, but in worst cases this is a very nasty and long-lasting problem that we assure you don't want. Of course the injury part is another thing. Injuries come much more easily when you don't listen to your body. One injury can ruin many months of exercise plans if not for longer. It is so much better to be safe rather than sorry. Here where recovery comes in. We can't give you exact numbers and methods that you should use to recover. That's why it is important for you to start to listen to your body's signals. One of the best ones is resting heart rate. Normal resting heart rate for adults is between 50 to 70 times per minute. You should measure it instantly after waking, before getting up from bed. When your resting heart raises above your normal for more than 10%, this might signal you that your nervous system is in stress. In those cases you should take an off day or very light physical activity days, until heart rate has dropped to your normal. Take resting heart rate measuring into your morning routines. What other signs are there of overtraining? Irritability. You might feel you are always on edge mentally, but also lights, sounds and smells might feel much stronger and irritating. Getting sick often. Dizziness and vertigo. Unsatisfiable hunger or loss of appetite or both intermittently. Weight loss and strength gains stopped or even decreased. You might feel unmotivated to do anything, everything feels like hard work. Sleep is superficial and doesn't restore your energy levels. You get the point, it isn't too hard to diagnose if you know what to look for. But what role is there for recovery? Extremely important. You see, the actual development of your muscles, aerobic capacity and metabolism doesn't happen when you're physically active, but only at the recovery time after that. There are some core things you must offer your body and mind to get those benefits. Sleep, enough of quality sleep, you absolutely can't cut on that, it is the life fuel of well-functioning body and metabolism. Nutrition, you want to get quality nutrients and energy, it is hard to recover well on too low calories, protein, carbs or low quality food. Active recovery. What does that mean? It means that you boost your recovery process, it isn't just lying on sofa and watching TV, but something that fills you energy bar. For some it is walking with a dog and listening to a good audiobook. For some it's meditation, yoga or playing pool with a friend. You know yourself better than anyone. Don't underestimate active recovery's importance. For every physical activity minute you should allocate at least one active recovery minute. This was a short overview of how to apply physical activity principles to get the most out of your effort. Remember those important things, have some kind of goal and plan. Start slowly. Use different categories of physical activity. Watch for the signs of overexertion. Take time to recover and fuel your body.